Hi everybody, this is Brian Kasal, CEO of FourStar Wealth Advisors, with some outlook comments for economics, investing, and what investors should be doing here as we enter the 4th of July weekend in the second half of 2016. As we recently discussed, for anybody who watched our Brexit video last week, the citizens of the UK voted to leave the European Union, and we had a market panic for 2 days and then a recovery for 3 days after that. So we think this short-term disruption, while certainly disruptive in the short run, will lead to some positive things. Northern Ireland now might reunite with the Republic of Ireland as they are discussing leaving the UK. Scotland might now leave the UK after voting to remain and voting to stay a few years ago. And of course, with all the talk of change and all the talk of remaining and leaving, the Catalans in Spain might leave as well. That's been rumored for a long time. Bottom line is, when people's voices aren't heard, they finally fight back. Policymakers have to listen, and if they do, there'll be long-term positives from all this. The U.S. economy has been slowing as we see various sectors, the housing and consumer numbers, turn soft. It's possible that we see a slowdown in growth and possibly have a recession, but fear not, we haven't had a recession since the Great Recession of 2008, 2009. And then we'll have a soft recession and go back to growth. We think it'll be a soft recession because we enter this period of softness with a very strong relative economy to the rest of the world. Money is flowing back to the U.S., and the U.S. is the strongest economy in the world right now. The next few months will be dominated by the election. We have a seriously flawed Democratic candidate and a Republican candidate that doesn't really realize how to be a candidate yet. So it'll be very interesting. We'll have robocalls and we'll have all the other things that we've had every 4 years in the summer. I think the country will survive no matter who gets elected, and I think we can go on to growth from there. On the markets, the strongest trend currently is in commodities, ranked now number 1 out of our 6 asset class model. Recall, commodities were in the tank for 5 years, the worst bear market in commodity history. The U.S. stocks are up now about 3% for the year as we finish the first half. All happened in the last couple of days. Master limited partnerships and energy made a big rebound. Our model was up 19% for the first half. International stocks widely divergent. In the first half, developed international stocks are up 4 to 5%, emerging markets down another 6%. We mentioned in the past investors should consider using a dynamic model that allows them to take advantage of the most strongest asset classes in the world. Non-US stocks look very cheap, but there's no movement there right now. Emerging market stocks are the cheapest. Again, there's no movement positive there. Either way, when you position things, you can either wait for the recovery or you can wait until the trends develop. Last year at this time, for example, no one would have thought commodities would have been ranked number 1, and they are ranked number 1 now. Quite interesting. Bottom line, things change and folks need to be adaptable. So position your risky asset portfolio in the strongest areas, only with, of course, the assets you can't take risk with. So let me repeat our bottom line. Investors should know where they're going, should have a plan to get there. Life is going to happen whether we plan it or not. So if you plan it, you have a chance to make it good. The recent turmoil shouldn't upset any of that plan. We're going to have a video version. This video will be posted to our website as well as a written version for our website, so you can access those things there. And also follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Google+. So since you've been nice enough to watch the whole video today, if you text to 312-860-3338 the word 4, you will be one of the first 2 people to do that. You get our special new 4-star shirt. So have a great 4th of July weekend, and let's see what happens in the second half of the year. Thanks so much.